I never thought I'd be standing in a courtroom, staring down a judge with nothing but a stack of old land deeds and a key in my hand. But there I was, heart pounding like a drum, facing off against Karen Blackwell, the queen bee of the Pine Ridge HOA who'd turned my quiet life upside down. She sat there, purse clutched tight like it held state secrets, her eyes shooting daggers as the judge peered over her glasses and asked, "Mr. Harlan, do you really think you can just cut a lock because you disagree with a fence?" And I stood tall, voice steady despite the whispers in the packed room saying, "No, Your Honor, I cut it because that fence is on my land, and here's the only key that matters now." Watching Karen's pen slip from her fingers as the silence hit like a thunderclap. Let me rewind a bit, pull you into how this nightmare kicked off because it started so ordinary you wouldn't believe it led here. I'm Alex Harlan, just a dad in Oakwood, Colorado, raising my little girl Lily on our family's 5-acre spread, the kind of place that's been ours since the 1800s, with those ancient stone markers my great-grandpa carved himself back in 1878. It had been 3 years since my wife Emily passed from that damn illness, leaving me to juggle engineering gigs from home while teaching Lily how to mend fences and spot constellations like Emily used to, her laugh echoing in my head every time we walked the property line. She'd say, "Alex, this land's our anchor. Promise you'll keep it for Lily no matter what." And I'd hold her hand, never imagining what meant battling a power-hungry HOA president with a hidden agenda. One crisp morning, Lily and I are out fixing the old wooden barrier, Buddy, our lab mix, chasing butterflies, when this sleek black SUV rolls up, and out steps Karen in her tailored suit, clipboard in hand, that fake smile plastered on like she's selling timeshares. "Mr. Harlan, I'm Karen Blackwell from Pine Ridge HOA next door. We've got some boundary concerns that need sorting for everyone's safety," she says, all velvet over steel, whipping out a laser measurer and snapping pics of our stones like she's casing the joint. I step between her and Lily instinctively, gut twisting because Emily would have spotted the red flags right away. But all I manage is, "Ma'am, this land's been Harlan property for generations. Lines are clear as day." Yet she's already handing me this official-looking notice, talking discrepancies and surveys, her wave to Lily feeling more like a warning than warmth. And as she drives off, promising a quick fix, I feel Emily's absence like a punch, sitting by our forever stone that night, promising her ghost I'd fight whatever storm was brewing. By dawn the next day, it's not a storm, it's a full invasion, power tools whining at 5 a.m., jolting me awake to see a crew slamming up an 8-foot chain-link fence right around our entire home, not just the edge, but encircling us like a pen. The foreman, Mike Rivera, a burly guy with a veteran's no-nonsense vibe, handing me a work order saying, "Safety compliance, sir, per the HOA. I rush out yelling, "This is my land. You can't cage us in." But Mike just shrugs. "Talk to the lady who hired us, paid cash up front, said build fast and no questions." And there comes Karen in her SUV, live streaming on her phone like a reality star, chirping to her audience, "Good morning, Pine Ridge folks, ensuring our community's secure from unruly elements." Her words dripping irony as Lily clings to my leg, sobbing, "Daddy, are they building a prison for us?" That innocent fear cracking me open, making me vow I'd tear it down somehow. Calls to cops get me nowhere. Civil matter, get a lawyer. County office closed till Monday, and by evening we're locked in, Karen dangling a key on a fancy tag, smirking, "Temporary measure, Alex. $75 daily access fee till we resolve this amicably." Her casual cruelty boiling my blood like charging air to a drowning man. That night, alone with Lily asleep, staring at the fence glinting under the moon, Emily's words hit me. "When they corner you, don't punch the walls, rewrite the rules." And something shifts, a spark of defiance amid the despair. Desperate, I turn to Mabel Jenkins, the sharp-witted widow down the road, 75 and retired from clerking courts, who brews me coffee and says, "Alex, they're rushing because they're hiding something. Dig into the records yourself, honey, before they bury the truth." Borrowing her car to avoid eyes, I hit the county office where Clerk Jenna helps pull files. The original 1878 grant showing our land stretches further than I knew, swallowing the spot where Karen's gate sits. Those stones not just heirlooms, but legal anchors, while their 2005 survey conveniently ignores them, redrawn for what? Profit, I suspect, my engineering mind piecing it like a puzzle. Back home, the idea hits like lightning. Why break out when I can buy my way free? I call old pal Ryan, a realtor buddy. Need a tiny plot, 15 by 15 feet, right under their gate, fast-track deed with exclusive access rights. And he chuckles. "Alex, This about that HOA mess Lily mentioned? All right, but you're nuts. Yet by afternoon, for $3,200, I'm owner of that orphaned county strip. Deed hot off the press. Easement clause giving me sole control. Pulling up, Karen's pacing by the gate, phone glued to her ear, spotting me and snapping, "What the hell are you doing on our access land?" I waved the deed, grinning. "My land now, Karen. Bought fair and square," her face paling as I fire up a borrowed bolt cutter, the metal snipping with a satisfying crunch, her screeching, "You can't destroy HOA property." But the deputy arrives, checks papers, and shrugs. "Looks legit, ma'am. Mr. Harlan owns it." Lily bursts out, cheering, "Daddy bought the gate! Buddy can run again!" That pure joy washing over me like rain after drought. Mabel thumbs up from afar, while Karen's empire cracks, her media blitz firing up next, painting me as the villain blocking emergency routes for kids and seniors. Comments flooding in calling me unstable. Even Lily's school pals whispering she's from the bad house, twisting my gut deeper than the fence ever did. But Mabel connects me to Tom Whitaker, retired judge with a nose for scams, who pores over my files and drops the bomb. "Alex, this ain't random. Karen's tied to Summit Realty Group, gobbling land for a mega resort. Your acres smack in their path, using fake surveys and intimidation to force sales cheap." The pattern chills me. 3 other families bullied into settling, losing chunks for safety, all to line pockets, Karen's motive crystal. Greed masked as community care, her HOA throne a front for land grabs fueled by her silent partnership, probably stemming from some old grudge against holdouts like my family, who wouldn't bend to her gated world vision. Armed with Tom's research, I gear up as Karen sues for unlawful seizure, betting on burying me in legalese. But in court, it's her unraveling. Her lawyer blustering about my aggression, me countering with deeds and timelines. Then her purse spills in a frantic objection, altered surveys and emails tumbling out like confessions, the judge barking, "Explain this fraud, Mrs. Blackwell." Mike testifying to the shady cash deal, Tom's files exposing the scheme, Karen mumbling admissions, her empire crumbling as the judge slams, "Fraudulent from top to bottom, fence down, fines levied, DA referral for you." The room erupting in claps, me holding up my key. I didn't break their lock. I bought the damn thing. Walking out to cheers from neighbors who'd been in the dark, Mabel hugging me tight. "You just saved more than your land, Alex." And within weeks, Karen's ousted, her house sold cheap amid scandals. Summit's project halted, while I turned my ordeal into a gig consulting on property rights, helping a dozen families fight back, even blogging tips that go viral. Lily's proud now, telling friends, "My dad buys gates to beat bullies." And at our victory, BBQ by the old gate, now flower-lined, I toast to Emily's wisdom, realizing one dad's stand sparked a wave. But here's the thing that nags at me still. Was I too ruthless? Buying that plot to flip the script? Or just fair play in a rigged game? What would have you done if some HOA tyrant fenced you in for their profit, fought dirty like me, or trusted the slow grind of courts? Drop your take below. Share if you've battled neighborhood nonsense, because these stories show justice ain't always clean, but damn if it doesn't feel good when it lands. Hit subscribe if you dig real tales of turning tables. Let's keep the conversation going.